Hi guys, do you remember this guy, Jake Berry, former Conservative MP? So he said back in 2022, people struggling with bills should get a new job. And he was the Tory party chairman at the time. A man with his finger on the pulse, a humanitarian, if I can be so bold. But what is he up to now? Well, here is some news regarding Jake Berry.
Britain is broken. We literally live in a country where you cannot walk down the street with a phone in your hand. We have taxes that are so sky high, the brightest and best are leaving our country in droves. While at the same time, a benefit system that is bringing the world's poor to our shores with no control. If you literally want to design a system to destroy a country, you would struggle to do better. And I know who broke it, because I was there. For 30 years, I supported the Conservative Party. For 14 years, I was one of their MPs, sitting at that cabinet table twice. And I want to tell you today, my friends, that I have come to a decision. The old parties do not have what it takes to transform our country, to build a Britain we can believe in again. And that's why I've decided to join the Reform Party.
Okay, before we continue, you didn't see an apology there. He said, we broke Britain. I was a member of the Conservative Party. I sat in those cabinet meetings. But no apology. No, I'm sorry for doing these things. No apology for his previous statement either. So, yes, the party made mistakes. The party was wrong. The government of the day was wrong. I was a member of that government, but I'm not actually going to apologise because I don't want people to blame me, blame the party, because I've jumped ship.
It is only Reform and Nigel Farage who can deliver a Britain that we are proud of again.
Nigel Farage, the guy who delivered Brexit, or we have to say at least helped deliver Brexit. And how successful has Brexit been? So Nigel Farage, who convinced people to vote against their own interests, to destroy the economy, to harm businesses, to make it more difficult for young people to travel around the world, travel around Europe. That's the guy who's going to make things better.
Nigel Farage has always stuck by his principles. Even when it was unpopular, he campaigned for Brexit. We know we can trust him. He doesn't change his views when the political weather changes. And because you know you can trust him, I can trust him too.
Sorry, trust who? Trust Nigel Farage? The lying charlatan? It's like, this is the guy who supported Boris Johnson as well. So when Boris Johnson was the leader of the Conservative Party, he was telling people, you can trust Boris Johnson. And now he's saying, yeah, you can trust Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage, who has a long track record of telling the truth. But I've said before, Nigel Farage is very good at weaving the truth and lies together and presenting a very attractive narrative. But he's a charlatan. Boris Johnson, as an MP, as Prime Minister, was a charlatan. Nigel Farage is a charlatan. And I don't know, you're either an idiot if you don't know that, or you're dishonest if you do, and you're still selling him as a viable alternative to whatever's available at the moment.
And that's why I'm going to spend every day campaigning to ensure that Nigel Farage and Reform form the next government of this great United Kingdom.
Okay, so what are we seeing here? We're seeing Reform UK become the Conservative Party. Not something new. They're morphing into the Tories. Because we're seeing rejected Tories flip to Reform. We're not really seeing fresh blood here. Yes, there are some people, at least on the local level, who are joining Reform. But look at the people in Parliament, with the exception of Farage and Richard Tice. The other ones, aren't they all ex-Tories? We have also Andrea Jenkins, one of their mayors, an ex-Tory. People, somebody who stuck her finger up at the public. This guy suggesting that, poor people just need to get a new job. It's like, if you have money problems, just get a new job. These are old Tory ideologues. These are the opinions of the Conservative Party, and he's just flipping over. this is, of course, somebody who was rejected by the voters. This isn't somebody who's currently sitting in Parliament. He lost his seat and he's like looking around for another opportunity. Does he care about the public? No, he cares about himself. And this is a big problem for reform. It's going to attract people who were rejected by the voters, but also, opportunists. People who want to grift. People who want to boost their careers. This guy doesn't care about the public, as he said himself. He cares about himself. He sees an opportunity to boost his profile and maybe make a few quid. So Reform UK is attracting charlatans because it's run by charlatans, and it's attracting rejected Tories because what else is it? It's morphing into the Conservative Party. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.